welcome to the beautiful tropical island of Montserrat. We're standing in front of the Statistics Department, Montserrat, SDM, my workplace, where I'm the Computer Systems Officer. My name is George William O'Brien. I'm also a student at the Robert Kennedy College in conjunction with the University of Salford, UK, doing a Master's in Information Systems Management. This video is being done as part of my Information Systems Management digital portfolio, where we're going to explore my workplace, the Statistics Department, Montserrat, and the implementation of ERP to develop an information systems for the statistics. And welcome again. We're here at my desk this time, inside of my workplace, the SDM. As mentioned before in my blog, I had mentioned that the SDM collects a lot of its data in Excel spreadsheets and Access databases. However, based on my research in my Information Systems midterm report, I found out that we could actually develop an information system through integration using ERP. The SDM has a lot of software that we benefit from the government of Montserrat. As I mentioned before in the blog, it is a Microsoft proprietary network, so everything that we use here in the SDM is basically Microsoft or Microsoft compatible. So we have to us available is Excel, Access, SQL Server, and I would attempt to show you how I'm going to integrate them in order to create a statistical information system using ERP. If you look at the screen, I'm going to show you the vital statistics, for example, and how we collect it, and how integration with the ERP could show you how the vital statistics will work in the statistical information system. Basically, we collect the births data for the vital statistics from the registry and the hospital, but we get the data in Excel spreadsheets. So we have a bunch of Excel spreadsheets coming in every year with all the births and all the births that are registered. Now, what we do is concatenate the Excel spreadsheet to come up with our Access database, right? And in the Access database, I'm going to show you what the concatenated births table look like. This is what it looks like. These are all the fields, and basically the fields are all the fields that are in the Excel spreadsheet from both Excel spreadsheets. And when we have them together in this database, it's more easy to query them and develop statistics from them and so forth. However, if you check under the Database Tools tab, if you check under the External Data tab, right, you would see that there is there are options for linking this database to linking this database to a SQL Server database. And when I go over to the server side, I'm going to show you this same database in SQL Server. Okay, we're now server side, where I'm going to show you the SQL Server software that we have, and we actually have SQL Server 2012, right? Basically, off screen, what I did was connect the Access database to the SQL Server database and exported all the data that we have from the Access database over here to the SQL Server database. Now, the beauty of the SQL Server database is that it is a server-side database, so you could connect a website to it. You could also have multiple people using the same Access files connected to that SQL Server database. So the Access database now becomes a client application file, giving the various staff members access to the data at the same time, right? If you note and you look at this table here, down at the bottom here, this table has the same exact data that the Access database has. It's not very reader friendly here in SQL Server, as SQL Server isn't really for that. I have taken the liberty to develop a query for the website, but we don't have a website as yet. But this is what the query system looks like so far, right? And this is SQL reporting services. What I'm planning to actually do is to do an iframe on the website that would pull this reporting services page, so that you know, clients and customers and so forth could actually use a query like this to get the information that they want and get the type of data that they would need, like the number of births we have here in Munster and that kind of stuff on the fly, without having to request that from us. And that is just the basic way that we would implement an ERP in the statistics department, thus developing a statistical information system. We would collect the data in Excel spreadsheets, then we would import it to Access, which is then linked to SQL Server, and then the SQL Server is linked to the web page, thus forming a system which stores, transforms, and queries that gives information and so forth at the same time, which is a statistical information system. We also have the Visual Studio software for developing web applications and for developing queries that would connect to the SQL Server database. So basically, the thing is with the SDM is that we have all the components capable for implementing an ERP. But one of the major constraints that we have is that I'm the only sole staff member here that does IT. So it is difficult for me to perform all this task at the same time. So even if we do want to implement an ERP, and it's a very good idea to get a statistical information system, it would take some time, since, you know, it's only me alone working. Basically, we're at the end of my video, and this is just an example to show how you could implement an ERP with the existing software that you hold in your department in order to come up with an information system. And I've really learned a lot from my midterm report that I've been working on so far, and without that report I didn't think I could have come up with the idea to start developing an information system for the statistics department. Thanks again, and I hope I get an A.